this tutorial we're going to have a quick look at the simulation stress analysis component of Solid Edge Premium. So this is working on an assembly. This is a hoist assembly, and we can see that we have the simulation tools here. We can also select the simulation tab from in here if it's not shown. If you just go in to, say, the parts library, use the drop down, and simulation tools will pop up in here. So we can do a lot of the work directly from in here. So I can right mouse click on simulation and select new study, and we're going to do a beam analysis and accept that. So we'll just do a fence selection. We're in the define stage. We can just do a fence selection of the components that we're interested in, and because it's specified as being beam, it's not picking up on the casters or the brackets up here. So we can right mouse click or select the tick, and that gives us our points that we can work with. So the next stage is, as you can see, obviously we've got a list of the members that are going to be defined. So the next stage is to go in and create a force load. Now we could use the whole beam here. In this case we're going to go with a node and select the endpoint here to indicate the load hanging off the end there, and we'll make this 20,000 newtons, and we want to switch it so we can flip direction here so that it is pointing down like so. So right mouse clicking there, we can see that we've got a force load on here. If we want to, we can click on that and edit it. So now we need to define our constraints. We're going to have a fixed constraint, and that's going to be again using a node point, and these fixed constraints are going to be at all the places where the casters will be sitting. So you can see it is building those up, and you can see the constraint being displayed in there. So we'll right mouse click on that, and again we can go back and edit that if we need to. So the next constraint I want to add is a pinned. So this is where we have our main members coming in and joining the base. So we can add one in here and one on each of these points down at the bottom. So that defines our pin constraints. So finally we want to go in and create our mesh, and we can specify how coarse or fine. Obviously when you're first starting a analysis, you want to leave it quite coarse, and we can either do a mesh or a mesh and solve. So if we go to doing both together, it just saves us a little bit of time, and when it completes it will show the results based on this scale chart here. You can see that we've got, sort of minimal stress. If we wanted to, we could then go back and close the results and resize it and rerun the analysis. We've got options in here. We can sort of change what scale we want to go to on our chart, and you can see that that comes back and defines how it all fits together. So here's just a quick demonstration on how simple the simulation tools are in Solid Edge.